Mr. H. A Farce by Charles Lamb. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org.
Mr. H. Read by Peter Bishop.
Landlord Pry. Read by Martin Geeson.
Nigel Carrington reading the character Belleville.
Melisenda. Read by Elizabeth Klett.
First Waiter. Read by Rick F.
Second Waiter. Read by Phil Chenevert.
Third Waiter. Read by Algy Pug.
Fourth Waiter. Read by Elizabeth Klett.
Fifth Waiter. Read by Marty Chris.
First Gentleman. Read by Lars Rolander.
Second Gentleman. Read by Max Schörlinge.
First Footman. Read by Brian Morgan.
Second Footman. Read by Algy Pug. Gentleman. Read by Algy Pug.
First Lady. Read by Carol Box.
Second Lady. Read by Sarah Crampton.
Third Lady. Read by Mill Nicholson.
Fourth Lady. Read by Mullane.
Fifth Lady. Read by Amy Graymore.
Sixth Lady. Read by Martin Geeson.
Old Lady. Read by Mill Nicholson.
Susan. Read by Goldfish.
Maid. Read by Beth Thomas.
Narrator. Read by Algy Pug. Mr. H. A Farce by Charles Lamb, as it was performed at Drury Lane Theatre, December 1806. Mr. H., thou wert damned. Bright shone the morning on the playbills that announced thy appearance, and the streets were filled with the buzz of persons asking one another if they would go to see Mr. H., and answering that they would certainly. But before night the gaiety, not of the author, but of his friends in the town, was eclipsed, for thou wert damned. Hadst thou been anonymous, thou haply mightst have lived, but thou didst come to an untimely end for thy tricks, and for want of a better name to pass them off. Theatrical Examiner. The action of the play takes place in Bath. Prologue, spoken by Mr. H.
If we have sinned in paring down a name, all civil well-bred authors do the same. Survey the columns of our daily writers. You'll find that some initials are great fighters. How fierce the shock, how fatal is the jar, when Ensign W meets Lieutenant R. With two stout seconds just of their own gizzard, cross Captain X and rough old General Izzard. Letter to letter spreads the dire alarms, till half the alphabet is up in arms. Nor with less lustre have initials shone, to grace the gentler annals of crime con, where the dispensers of the public lash soft penance give a letter and a dash, where vice reduced in size shrinks to a failing, and loses half her grossness by curtailing. Faux pas are told in such a modest way, the affair of Colonel B with Mrs. A. You must forgive them, for what is there, say, which such a pliant vowel must not grant to such a very pressing consonant? Or who poetic justice dares dispute, when, mildly melting at a lover's suit, the wife's a liquid, her good man a mute? Even in the homelier scenes of honest life, the coarse-spun intercourse of man and wife, initials, I am told, have taken place of dearie, spouse, and that old-fashioned race, and Cabbage, asked by brother Snip to tea, replies, I'll come, but it don't rest with me, I always leave them things to Mrs. C. Oh, should this mincing fashion ever spread from names of living heroes to the dead, how would ambition sigh and hang their head as each loved syllable should melt away, her Alexander turned into great A. A single C her Caesar to express, her Scipio shrunk into a Roman S, and nicked and docked to these new modes of speech, great Hannibal himself a Mr. H.
End of Prologue. Act 1. Scene 1. A public room in an inn. Landlord, waiters, gentlemen, etc. Enter Mr. H.
Landlord, has the man brought home my boots?
Yes, sir.
You have paid him?
There is the receipt, sir, only not quite filled up. No name, only...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?